I spent my childhood in a house where hardly any sunlight could enter. Outside, the sun would be shining so brightly, but inside, only darkness and silence. Yar. I was just 8 years old when my father left this world. The funeral itself is a blur, lost somewhere in my memory. What I remember, what still aches in my heart, is my mother. How she just shrank into herself like a soft blanket left crumpled in the corner, forgotten and alone. That emptiness, that longing, it never really left our home. After 2 long years, Amma got married again. What choice did she have, Yar? Everyone kept saying, how will a woman manage with 2 little girls all by herself? I was just 10 when that man entered our lives. His presence was heavy, like the smell of kerosene that clung to him. He hardly spoke, but his silence, high, it was so thick, so full of anger, as if any moment he might burst. My heart ached for the home we lost, for the father I barely remembered. In the beginning, it was only shouting, his voice echoing through the house, scolding me, scolding all of us, sometimes just shouting at the empty walls. But then his anger turned into slaps. And after that, those terrible nights began. I was just 11, when he first crossed that line. Even now I can smell the rice bubbling on the stove, hear the TV blaring some cricket commentary in the background. I remember so clearly, the door closing softly behind us, shutting out the world. When it was over, he simply walked away, as if nothing had happened, leaving me there with my heart pounding and my whole world changed forever. That day, with trembling voice, I gathered all my courage and told my mother everything. She slapped me so hard, my left ear was ringing for 2 days straight. That night I saw her crying silently in the darkness, but still, she did not say a single word to him. My heart broke into pieces, but after that I never found the strength to ask her for help again. When I reached 14 beta, I had already mastered the art of disappearing. My eyes never dared to meet anyone's gaze, always fixed on the floor, as if searching for some lost hope. My voice, never loud, always soft, almost a whisper, as if afraid to disturb the silence. I made myself so small, so invisible, just to survive. In school I wore a smile like a mask, studied with all my heart, and locked away my true feelings deep inside. Every single night I would lie awake, counting the years, praying quietly. Ari Bhagwan, let me find another life, somewhere far from here. There must be something better, nah? Some place where I can finally breathe. After that, Facebook entered my life, I had created a fake account just to get some fresh air, to feel a little free. I called myself Arjun. Out of nowhere, he messaged me first. He said I looked soft, like someone who feels too much. He told me he liked my poetry, that my words touched him. For a moment, I felt seen. He shared that his family had once lived in India, just like mine, before they shifted to Canada. There was a strange comfort in that, as if we were both searching for home. He was so charming, so patient. Never once did he force me or make me feel small. He just waited, quietly, for me to open up. He called me Sunshine, can you imagine? And he would ask about my dreams, as if I was allowed to have any. I told him honestly, I don't have any dreams left. My heart was too tired, but he just smiled through the screen and said, I'll give you one. That one line, it broke something inside me. And maybe, just maybe, it healed a little too. Slowly, he began sending those small tokens of care. One soft shawl, a delicate bottle of perfume, some books about faraway Canada. Each gift, it felt like a whisper of hope, but also a reminder of how far my heart would have to travel. He even came to my mother, folding his hands with respect, promising her, "Auntie, I will look after her like my own queen." My mother's eyes, full of worry, searched his face for truth. After 6 months, we did a simple ceremony at home. No big band, just close family, and so many silent prayers. Only 2 weeks later, I found myself sitting on an aeroplane for the very first time, my heart heavy with longing, my eyes searching the clouds for some sign of home. The snow was falling softly when I landed, far from everything I had ever known. He was waiting for me at the airport, holding roses in one hand and a thick jacket in the other, as if trying to shield me from this cold, unfamiliar world. He took my trembling hand, pressed a gentle kiss to my forehead. Such tenderness, it almost broke my heart. Those first 3 days, he was so careful, so kind. Together, we cooked simple meals, and he patiently showed me how to use the stove as if teaching a child. He looked at me and said softly, "This is your home now." But inside, my heart was aching for the warmth of my own people, my own land. On the 4th day, my whole world turned upside down. Yeah. He locked the front door with such force, as if sealing away all my hopes. My phone snatched away just like that. He looked at me and said, "You are in a new country now. Here, you will follow my rules only." His words cut deeper than any slap. He called me stupid, worthless, said I should be grateful that anyone even wanted me. At first he did not raise his hand, but he started throwing things, shouting so loudly the walls must have shivered. And then those long, endless nights returned. Again. My heart was just breaking piece by piece. Slowly, I stopped eating, Beta. I stopped even asking for anything. He would lock me inside for hours together, sometimes even for days on end. My heart was aching, but I started believing his words. When he said I had nowhere else to go, I thought maybe it was true. For some time, I truly believed him. My soul was just longing for a little kindness, but all I found was emptiness. I cannot say from where that strength came truly. Maybe it was the thought of the kind neighbor auntie, always smiling from her window. That day when I saw the door left open, my heart was beating so fast. Yar. I just ran. No shawl, no slippers, only my thin socks on the cold floor. I rushed to her door, trembling, and as soon as she opened it, I broke down completely. All the pain, all the longing, it just poured out. For 43 long days, I remained in that shelter yard. They arranged a therapist for me, gave me a diary to pour out my heart, and even found a caseworker who could speak to me in Hindi, my own language, you know. Slowly, slowly, I remembered how to breathe without fear gripping my chest. I tried to step outside, but my hands would still tremble, my heart racing like anything. I cannot say I am healed, not yet, but at least I am not trapped in that darkness anymore. That itself, I feel, is something, isn't it? You know, some nights I am still afraid to switch off the light. There are days when tears come, uninvited, for reasons I cannot even name. My heart aches for the comfort I once knew, and sometimes the silence feels too heavy to bear. But today, with trembling hands, I stepped outside, just by myself, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Maybe tomorrow I will find the courage to go a little further. This is how healing looks for me right now. Slow, uncertain, but still moving, one small step at a time.